Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. My name is Arif Imankan and I would like to, for the talk today, I would like to give a talk about bipolar disorder. So at least I know that everyone here know about the basic of bipolar disorder. So right now, I'm going to inform you guys what is actually bipolar disorder. Okay, so have you ever crossed a person or ever met a person who has either suicidal thoughts or they have periods of depression and also elevated mood? They can be happy in one moment and the next second they can be very sad or very angry. So people who have suicidal thoughts and also have different moods at one time may have the potential to develop bipolar disorder in their life or when they have reached adulthood. So what can we do as a person is that if we want to help them, and I know that everyone here is very concerned about people with bipolar disorder, if we really want to help them, first we have to know the cause of bipolar disorder. So here I will give you guys the three main causes of bipolar disorder. So the first one is genetic factor. So in this genetic factor, many people will ask, why do I highlight genetic factor as the first and also the ultimate factor that causes the bipolar disorder? The first reason is that many people perceive that environmental factor is the main cause of bipolar disorder, but it is not. Genetic factor is. So the first thing that we need to highlight in genetic factor is that it is about people who have a relative, a first degree relative. So what is meant by first degree relative? A person who has a first degree relative of a person is either the parents, the children, or the siblings of that person. So a person with a first degree relative of relatives of people who have bipolar disorder has 10 times the risk of having bipolar disorder. So that is the first reason why genetic factor is very important in causing bipolar disorder. And the second one is polymorphism. So as a medical student, all of you know what is polymorphism. Polymorphism is the difference in the sequence of the genetic is the difference in the genetic sequence, and everyone has the difference. Everyone has polymorphisms, but it does not really. It is quite rare. So, for example, a person with polymorphisms, there is a changes in the gDNA. So a person with a gDNA may have a curly hair, while a person with the cDNA may have a straight hair. So that is what meant by polymorphism. So certain people with certain polymorphisms may have high risk of developing bipolar disorder. So that is for the first, for the main cause, for the ultimate cause, the main cause, the first cause of bipolar disorder is genetic factor. And then we'll go to the second factor, which is environmental factor. So environmental factor is also one of the major cause of bipolar disorder. It can be that from their childhood, they may be abused either verbally or physically and also mentally. So when this happens a lot of times during the childhood, they may develop bipolar disorder when they have reached adulthood. So we move on to the third point, which is neurological disorder, neurological factor. So how neurological factor affects bipolar disorder? People with bipolar disorder, it is still in research. But what we have found out is that there is injuries and conditions at the brain, like stroke, traumatic brain injury, rarely temporary lobe epilepsy, because it rarely happens. But injuries to the brain, to the parts of the brain, may cause bipolar disorder, but it is still in research right now. So it is the least cause of bipolar disorder because it is still in research. So what can we learn? What is the conclusion for our talk today is that if we have known the causes of bipolar disorder, that the people who have that bipolar disorder may have become bipolar because of genetic, environmental, or neurological factor, and it may lead them to have suicidal thoughts and also have different kind of moods at one time. I think what we can do is that we can lend a helping hand, because as a citizen of our very own country, bipolar disorder is become an increasing case from year to year. So in order for us to eradicate this bipolar disorder from increasing, we need to help people who have the potential of having bipolar disorder. So I think that is all from me today. Thank you very much for your attention.